Is this a dam collapsing? I have watched this video countless times and I can't work out if it's an actual dam somewhere in the world breaking, collapsing because of the heavy pressure of the water, or is it just really heavy rain cascading over a high part of the forest? I don't know. The reason why you will never get these pictures really clear and they're sort of blurred is that if people post them on social media, they compress like a 4K video down to something at the lowest definition, like 720 HD, like the TVs from 15, 16 years ago. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Monday the 28th of February 2022, and sort of like a beginning with a boom and maybe even a wow. My name is James, this is the Three Gorges Dam channel. We will be analysing that a little bit later on, and again, what do you think of that? But what we're going to show today is some videos of the Three Gorges Dam when it was quite new, and then we're going to compare it to 1 or 2 years ago when there were lots of videos about the Three Gorges, and now it seems to be, well, basically zero. And we're going to do that near enough right now. Okay, so this is a video from 2012, and can you see that the Three Gorges Dam is really new and everything is sparkly and shiny, and even the water, look at it, it looks crystal clear, even though it's pumping out at a very large rate, and that water flow does go over 100 meters. Let's compare it to more recent videos, and looks like this, which is, well, dirty and disgusting. And a wider view is here, where you can see the full front view of it pumping out. I do believe these are videos are either from last year or from 2021, but you can see the color of the water. This is because of the amount of pressure on the dam and all the mud, silt, trash, near enough going through the whole thing, cleaning out the system, so to speak. And you could say, poor maintenance once again. And why did the Three Gorges Dam fail? Well, first of all, it shouldn't have been there. It was just what we said before. We want the biggest and the best. China did it in a hurry, according to experts, engineering experts. And when it does rain, it even seems like even a small amount of rain, you get pictures like this. And it's just people in a hurry, upsetting and destroying and disturbing other people's, normal people, you and I, lives, which is just a great shame. Right, so let's have a look at the levels for today. Kutan has gone down, and that's 169.70. Three Gorges has gone down as well, but not too much, 169.30. So I would say tomorrow, which is the 1st of March, maybe this is going to be at 168.98. The levels are starting to get uneven again, so something is not right there in the actual dam itself. 7600 in and 7250 out. According to one report, that means they are producing about 23% of the actual electric power. Time for the weather? Yep. Is it boring? Yep. Is there music? Yep. is an article I found just today, and it's actually quite funny. Will the Three Gorges Dam collapse by the end of 2021? And 92% said no, and 8% said yes. You can actually see the date here of January the 4th, 2022, which doesn't really make sense because it was meant this survey should have been done in 2021, but the article was released on January the 4th, 2022. Can you get that? It's still there, according to all the facts and figures from many sources from around the world. This article from the Global Times was released on January the 24th, 2022. Fast waterway transport. And basically it's giving a green line to the container ships, basically, that contain livestock or perishable goods. You may say that's a good thing. The article reads a little bit like this. Boats loaded with supplies for spring ploughing in the Xing Valley Three Gorges are along the Yangtze River in Xinjiang will have green channels for faster passage. Now, the Three Gorges is not the widest of dams. The Yangtze, when it just does spread out, does go over like a kilometre and kilometre and a half wide. But what I was thinking, this is the picture they show on Chinese media, and it's an old picture and everything's lovely and fine. But what I was thinking is the ship's wake. The ship's wake looks like this. This is a ship actually going too fast in some sea, and the ship got fined for this. So this is what China is allowing. If this is in a river, you're going to get something like this. Okay, so let's go back to the very beginning of this. Again, I have analyzed this video so many times, and because of the poor quality, I can't work it out. First of all, where it is in the world. I'm going to be impolite and say it's going to be in a developing country, possibly, because again, the maintenance of dams or whatever is not going to be of the highest quality. Is it a dam or is it just a waterfall overflow? But you can actually see in the space of a couple of seconds of this clip the devastation it causes just in the vicinity, and then that is going to have a kind of wave or impact until it runs out of speed, basically. How far is that? Well, the Three Gorges is 175 meters, 185 meters tall. If that did break, then maybe some of you have watched the simulation of the video, which I did send a link to in the yesterday's video. So go and check that out for yesterday's video on the 27th. That will be on my playlist, no doubt. Confused? Little bit. But again, for the third time, what do you think? What is this? What do you make out? It'd be interesting to see some of the comments. As we also mentioned yesterday, or even a couple of days ago, the Three Gorges Electric Corporation is the biggest one in the world, doing lots of dams and power supply around the world. One of the latest ones is the Karat hydropower station in Pakistan, with a capacity of 720 megawatts electricity. Here you can see some pictures of it on the outside. Then we can go inside when they were actually putting in the turbines. It's quite similar to the other dams that we have seen being built and some of the access that we have been granted, or they have granted us to see the propaganda side of it. And here is the outside of it. So you can see the Three Gorges is not just about the dam on the Yangtze River or in China itself. It is a multinational company doing projects around the world. How do they make their money? They build the dam, they don't charge Pakistan anything, most of the Chinese workers there, so it's not going to be a level of Pakistani workers there. Then they will just charge a very high amount for the electricity, you could say a little bit like here, until they make their money, and Pakistan is sort of happy because they get electricity. Swings and roundabouts may be good for the citizens, and it's good for the Three Gorges, which is a government corporation anyhow, making more money from overseas. So this is the Belt and Road Initiative. The Belt and Road Initiative, nothing is for free. They always want something back in return. What the Three Gorges Corporation would do is they would charge a large amount or per kilowatt per unit of electricity to the consumer. But at least the consumer has more choice of electricity rather than more blackouts or brownouts or electricity cuts or power cuts. And that really brings us to a close for today. Thank you so much for your time as always. A like is fantastic. Subscription, if you haven't done so, please do so. It really helps the Crack channel grow. And share on your social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Really does help because you're sharing it to other people. And if you do know any famous people, please do send them a link and a mention from them, like Angelina Jolie, for example, or Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise. If you know them by name and the mates, just tell them on their Instagram account to mention this channel. It will be absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. Be good, be well, thank you, bye-bye.